Hi, I'm Dr. Vicki Peterson. Welcome to Root Cause Medical Clinic. I'm the founder of the clinic. I'm also the author of a book called The Gluten Effect. Today I want to talk to you about the 3 causes of acne. And acne and skin conditions in general have been things that we have really not had a problem treating successfully in the past, but there's been a bit of a change of late with acne, in particular with young women, so I wanted to bring that up. So the 3 causes we have found are: 1, food. So food sensitivity, there's kind of a 2-part to the food. So 1 is food sensitivities. These are things you eat that your body's actually having more of a toxic response to. Gluten and dairy are 2 of the most common. So we've been finding people who are sensitive to gluten or sensitive to dairy and getting them off of these foods that they're sensitive to, and it making a big difference. Of course, what you're eating then needs to turn into good fuel, and the gut tends to reflect the health of the skin and vice versa. So when you see skin conditions, you tend to say, how is the health of the gut? So looking for food sensitivities is number 1, and then number 2 is looking at the diet, generally speaking. So the standard American diet, as you might not be surprised to hear, is poor, and living on sugar and fast food and greasy food and saturated fat and sugar, artificial sweeteners. All of these things can affect the gut, thereby affecting the skin. So, and that was something, we'd clean up people's diet. Obviously, junk food and fast food is not doing you any good in any arena of your life. But in a way, I've told patients that having a skin condition is a little bit of a blessing, and I know if you have terrible acne, you want to shoot me right now, but what I'm trying to get across is that having bad skin is telling you something is wrong internally, so that when the skin is beautiful again, which is what we are able to do, then you also know that it's not just a topical kind of thing, that you've healed yourself from the inside out and you are that much healthier because of it. So your body telling you that there's a problem in a way is a nice thing, because it's going to get you to work on it. And my own daughter was a perfect example of, she would listen to a lot of what I said, but it wasn't until her acne got really bad that she said, whatever you say, I'll do. And now her skin is beautiful. So listen to your mother is the bottom line. No, just kidding. So the next facet, though, has to do with hormones. And this is sort of a 2-parter as well, because what used to be found was that women were what's called estrogen dominant. So the 2 major hormones that women have are estrogen and progesterone. And it seemed to be women they were called estrogen dominant because they didn't have enough progesterone, and so we would be using bioidentical, which are natural hormones, and or herbs, things that helped the progesterone level come up, and that did a lot for not just skin conditions, but for PMS and menstrual cramps and a lot of the things that are associated with having a menstrual cycle that makes you unhappy because of how you feel. So that was really a very important part of it. And then 2 things happened, which is, 1, our food got very contaminated by exogenous estrogens, they are called. So they're endogenous, meaning you make them yourself. Exogenous is coming from the environment into you. So what's fed to our cows and our chickens and various livestock in the way of these hormones and chemicals that mimic hormones. So it's one thing feeding a cow hormones, it's another thing feeding a chicken something, a toxic chemical that acts like a hormone. So we're getting this double whammy, if you will, of hormones themselves on top of chemicals that act like hormones, and it's really offsetting our whole endocrine balance or our whole hormonal balance. And what this has manifested in is young women for the first time, very young women in their early 20s, early mid-20s, having low estrogen. At that time in your life, you're supposed to have very robust estrogen, and we're finding very low. And so if you've ever been a woman or known a woman that has been on the birth control pill, so what I said, if you've known someone on the birth control pill or you yourself have taken the birth control pill and noticed how your skin improved, it doesn't happen absolutely all the time, but in a lot of cases women are put on the birth control pill because it clears up their skin. What's clearing it up is the estrogen. The problem is it's synthetic and it's throwing off every other part of your body as regards hormonal balance. So it's a bad idea, but what we do here when we see these low levels is we use bioidentical hormones. Bio-life, identical, you know what that means. So these are exactly what your body makes, and we are finding young women who need that support for a while we do everything else. So the key factors are food sensitivities, hormonal imbalance, and the quality of your diet. And when those things are addressed, your skin will clear up and you'll be a lot healthier because of it. So if you suffer with acne or you know someone who does and they're really fed up with it, it's very important that you tell them this information, and we'd love to offer them a free phone consultation and help them out because it's a natural program. There are no drugs. Retin-A and some of those drugs that are given to people who have bad acne are very dangerous. They actually damage the gut, the very system we're trying to support. So again, if you need help, please reach out. That's why I'm here. Our telephone number is 408-733-0400. We help the world's busiest people regain, retain, and reclaim their health, their energy, and their resilience. That's what we do here at Root Cause Medical Clinic, and I'd love to help you. I'll see you soon.